Howdy, and welcome to I'm the Worst podcast. If you aren't aware, this is the podcast that has comedians share what they're the absolute worst at as we explore some of their biggest failures in life and we find ways to laugh at it. I'm your host, maybe the worst host, Jeff Buck. You can find me if you're interested by looking me up at FunnyAsBuck on Instagram, Twitter, all those social media platforms. Every week, I mean it when I say thank you guys for supporting this podcast and giving it a listen. Please, please, please take a small moment to like it, subscribe to it, review it, all that way, all those things, wherever you stream it. It is a huge help as we're trying to get this thing up and moving off the ground. Joining me today for the talk about what they're the absolute worst at is one of the absolute best comedians that I know. He and I started doing comedy together around the same time in the same city, and we're both still struggling to make this a career for ourselves, but we're going forward with it. So thrilled to have him as a guest right now, everybody. Will Merrill, everybody. Clap it up for Will Merrill. Yeah. They're going crazy for you.
What's up, man? What's going on, man? Thanks for having me on the show, man. This is exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Will, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just out here living a dream, being a comedian, employee, father, husband, all that good stuff.
For those that don't know, Will is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yes.
Yeah, father and husband. You got your kids with you right now. You're working like 5 jobs at once. It feels like probably. But yeah, man. Comedy, it's a grind, especially in Louisiana. It can be a grind. I know that. But that's work. That's work. That's
work.
That's the catchphrase of Will. That's work. Before we can get into it, though, please let everyone know anything you want to plug, where to find you, what projects you're working on, any of that stuff.
Yeah, sure. So basically, I follow me on Instagram at _Will Merrill. That's WILLMERRILL. I'm on Facebook as well, and my fan page, Will Merrill Comedy Experience, or my personal page, Will Merrill. My album came out in 2019. It's called Work, WIRK. It's Work the album. It's on all streaming platforms. Check that out as well. And Jeff and I have a show coming up in Baton Rouge. We're bringing a comedy patio to Baton Rouge, man. I'm excited about that. So make sure y'all check it out on May 27th.
Yeah, I think that show will have already happened by the time we release this episode, but it was probably a good time. Let's just pretend like we did it. Damn, that was crazy. I can't believe they all took their shirts off. It was wild.
Man. Heads were sucked and tails were eaten, and we not talking about crawfish. So it was time.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. You guys missed out if you didn't make it. Too bad we didn't promote it earlier than now. But,
exactly. Maybe next time.
No, I am looking forward to that show. That was a blast. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Excited to go back down to Louisiana. I might go kayaking or something stupid in the lake. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of things on the worst, I feel like I am not the best swimmer. Sometimes I think I'm the worst swimmer. I was at the beach the other day, and I was struggling, man. Struggling in the ocean. I look like a fat Jason Momoa. I don't look like Aquaman. I look
Jason
like yeah. I'm like Aqua Fresca, man. There's too much sugar in my water.
I know you got like you got like the beach look, like like one of them guys that's like your boy from like Couples Retreat. That's kind of just real.
Oh yeah. Just very zen. Yeah, for sure.
The zen and everything, and just kind of knows
man.
Exactly how to maneuver. So
yeah, maybe so. I think they think I'm homeless when I show up to the beach. So everyone's like, stay away from that guy. He brought a tent. I don't know. Bringing a tent to the beach, man. That's a new move, dude. It's a good move if you haven't done it. You get to just go in and hide from the sun if you want the shade. If you're getting too hot, I'm out there advocating for tents on the beach.
Okay, I'm have to get on board with that. I don't know, man. That's a good look right there. I'm gonna try it out.
But yeah, it wasn't ever a good. I was pretty bad swimmer. I almost drowned in a ditch when I was little at a Breck summer camp. The Breck parks. They had the Breck summer camps. Probably still a thing.
Yeah.
My mom lied about my age because she had to go to work and she needed basically a free babysitter. So she sent me to this Breck summer camp. I was too young to be there. I was like maybe 4 or 5, and I think the age limit to be there was 7 or something. I don't know. They had to have known. There's no way I was passing off as. Anyways, there's this camp counselor named Mike, the cool counselor, who was like, one day he would always do like these crazy things. He was the youngest camp counselor. All the other ones were super old. And one day he brought the cool kids to go. They're going to go behind this neighborhood. This was in Parkview Oaks in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They're going to go through this neighborhood and find a pool, like a house, someone's house pool, and then just break in and go swimming. And at the time, I was like, that sounds great. And now I'm like, this dude was a felon. He was like bringing these kids to break into someone else. Maybe he knew the person's pool. I don't think he did, though. I think he was just going to hop a fence and be like, all right, we're going to go swim here. So all the kids were like, yeah, let's do it. And there's the youngest right there. What's her name? Macy. What's up? Yeah. Making her podcast debut right here.
That's it.
She's like, I'm the worst at holding my bladder.
Exactly. Worse than being an adult.
But yeah. Anyway, I didn't even get to the pool. We got to this big ditch we had to cross to get through the neighborhood, and it had just rained the day before, and so everyone's jumping this ditch that's like pretty high up. I'd say like 4 feet of water. Yeah. And I didn't make the jump, and I fall in, and I then realized like I don't know why I went on this venture because I can't even swim. So I start drowning. The counselor pulls me out and like resuscitates me and tells everyone not to tell anybody, and we just go back to summer camp. And I didn't tell anybody. I never told anyone that guy should have lost his job. But I was like, nah, man, Mike's too cool. He saved me from almost dying. Anyways, so that's my how. That's me being the worst at stuff. Are you a good swimmer? Can you swim at all good?
I know the moves. I know what to do. I just don't know how to apply it.
Yeah.
And the application of it is not the best. So I can get from one part of the pool to the other part of the pool, but it's not pretty.
Yeah. That's all you need. I mean, unless you plan on going on like boat trips and stuff, there's no point in needing to learn how.
I get like this,
exactly. Flotation devices. I'm a big advocate.
Oh yeah, I'm all
the flotations. Anyways, we're not here to talk about how bad I am at swimming and what I'm the worst at. We're here to talk about you and the things that you suck at, Will.
Oh man.
What have you failed at? What do you feel like you're the worst at? What are you bad at? All of that.
So, for those that don't know, I only shared this story like one at a time. So this is gonna be kind of exclusive.
Oh.
Before I got into comedy, I tried to do a lot of different things. I wanted to be a pool shark.
A pool shark.
I want to be a pool shark. Yeah, cause like me and my buddy would go play pool. It's like
professionally. You were like, this is gonna be my career.
Yeah, I was like, I used to watch like on ESPN, the trick shots and then like the 8-ball billiard tournaments and stuff like that. And I didn't know what the hell they was doing, but I'm like, hey, they're on ESPN, I should be cool for fun. So this should be enough for me to buy go to Walmart, get like a pool cue.
Yeah.
And I'm about to start going. So we would go to the Clicks, almost every Saturday. Clicks in Baton Rouge.
I remember Clicks. Someone tried to do a comedy show there one time.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Horrible idea. You just hear no one stopped playing pool. It's just so you just hear all these balls just smacking together in the middle of jokes. Anyways, horrible idea. Yeah. Go ahead.
But so me and my buddies, they weren't as invested in it as I was, but we would all go out and play. And I would just get my ass all the time. I had my own cue, my own cue stick, and I'm sitting there, I'm trying to look up gloves, I'm YouTubing shit, and it's just I'm still getting my ass whooped. I'm still getting beat by 3 or 4 balls. It's still, and he's just regular, I'm just
I like how around. Every athlete in high school, it's if they wanted to be better, they had to get just the best equipment. They're that's what's gonna make me good. Not the fact that I don't have the skill. I just don't have the right. I don't have the right gloves. I don't have the right shoes, the cleats. I don't have the right. That was I remember I played in sports in high school. There was always kids with that mentality. I think I was like, I need a better bat to be hit better. I was like, man, I can't even hit the ball. It's not about the bat. Like,
you gotta have the hand-eye coordination go with it.
Unless the bat's like this big.
You got this big ass Louisville slugger. You just like.
Anyways, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry. So you were like, you're decked out all the best pool stuff, thinking like, I'm gonna be great.
Like I'm be good at pool. Like I'm be like this pool shark because I had a guy I went to high school with, and he would come out sometimes, and he was like in leagues and shit, and he would hustle people and stuff like that. So like I played him one day, and him and I would just have like just like a random candid conversation just about random stuff, and he just like just bloop, 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 bloop. I mean, I'm talking about like 7 shots in a row he made, and then come around and he's like, all right, yeah, 8 balls side pocket. I'm like, oh yeah, no. I mean, we're still talking. He's like, all right, that's game. I'm like, it was like 5-6 minutes. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was my ass. That would inspire me to try to get good at pool. Realize I suck.
Was he willing to teach you, or was he just like, I got to keep this dude bad so I can keep taking his money?
I think a little bit of both. Like I think he would show me like some pointers, but he still wasn't going to show me everything.
Yeah. Because that's what I hate about people that gamble at stuff like that. Like I had a buddy who plays poker. He invited me to a poker night. And it was like a $25 buy-in. And they're like, yeah, it's just comedians that play poker. It's chill. And then I get there and they're all talking about like professional poker players that they know. And I'm like, I don't know one. Like, I don't know a professional poker player. I couldn't name one. So I'm like, the fact that these guys already know professional poker players and they have a weekly poker night, I'm like, I fucked up. They're taking my money. It's like you show up to it's like showing up to a pool thing and you're like, I mean, yeah, I've seen the pool on ESPN too, but I don't know a single professional pool player. I couldn't name one. Yeah, you're like, I don't either. But I wanted to be one.
I want to be one. Like, I just like, hey, they're on ESPN. Let me get in
there. Yeah. So it's like if you start getting on the pool table and they're like, yeah, so you were watching so and so the other day with his left-handed pool stick. You're like, who? What? Oh, this guy's about to take my money.
Right. They start calling like random shots out of nowhere. Like playing the shot before they do it. Like, oh man, it's about to be. I'm about to be. Like.
Yeah, I can relate. I mean, I can relate a little bit. I used to think I was. You always think you're good at pool until you play someone that's like actually good at pool, and then you realize that's that moment of realization. Like, oh no, I'm not that good. I'm decent enough. I used to hustle for $5 games at Don Carter's, the bowling alley in Baton Rouge, and I saw Lil Boosie get beat up with a pool stick there one time. His young days, his high school days. Anyways. But yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I tried doing pool. The other thing I tried doing was surprising. I wanted to be a jam skater.
A jam skater? Dude, you picked the most weird sport. You're like, what is like you were like baseball, basketball, football, too much competition. I gotta go niche.
I was trying to find a niche. I'm trying to find one thing that like I could like be successful.
What is jam skating? Is that like?
So jam skating is kind of like roll bounce. If you ever seen like roll bounce,
okay.
Or like how they would do it in ATL.
I got you.
It's kind of like dancing.
While skating
on skates. Yeah.
But is there is there a competitive aspect to it? Do you like battle somebody like you got served style?
I've watched battles. On YouTube. That's how invested I was in it. I watched battles and watch competitions and watch, saying like they would be like legit, competition.
So this is like quad skate dancing. This isn't like X Games.
No, it's not
not like Brink Team Pup and Sud shit.
Not Pup and Sud, not
Disney, like original music,
Brink or anything like that. No. It was not anything like shit, which is crazy because like I had the skating experience. Like I used to rollerblade a lot.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I would go to like Skate Galaxy weekly.
Skate Galaxy, Skate Heaven.
Skate Heaven, Leo's.
Hell yeah, Leo's. They did the ice rink in the winter. They would do like
they did ice rink in the winter, and then they had the regular rink throughout the year, so like that. So Yeah, I mean, I would go and I would skate pretty regularly, and so I'm like, man, I'm kind of good at this, But then once again, I watching on YouTube, and I think what it was, there was this. I don't know if you remember the show that come on. It was America's Best Dance Crew. It's come on MTV.
Maybe, yeah. Is that where the Jabberwockies kind of got their start? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what the Jabberwocky. I think Jabberwockies like season 1 winners or stuff like that. Well, they had this dance crew, and I forgot what they were called, but they were skaters. They were just all like they did their choreography, they did all their dancing on skates.
Yeah.
And so like it was just kind of cool. I'm like, man, these guys are like freaking legit. I wanna, mentality. I wanna do that.
Right.
And again, a niche market to where like, hey, I can come in and if I get just decent enough, I can have some immediate success.
Yeah.
So I did, but I went the cheap route. I didn't buy cause jam skate, the type of skate that you would need. That's made by Vanilla or K2 or stuff like that. You're starting out $340 for type of skates that you would need. And I was like, I'm going to the cheap route and get some, regular quads.
You gotta find out if you're good enough before you invest that $300, $400.
Yeah, I didn't want to invest $340 because I was so used to skating with inline skates. I had to learn how to skate with quads.
Yeah. It's a whole different feeling.
I did buy a set of quads, and I might have skated, I don't know, once or twice in them. This ain't it. But
that's crazy.
And then I would try jam skating in my inline skates I had, and that's totally different. You just can't.
You thought you were gonna break through. You were like, I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna be an innovator.
I was like, I'm the innovator. I'm the first jam skating inline. Yeah. These rollerblades just coming in, just twirling.
The inline dance. You're gonna take line dances and just put them on rollerblades.
Exactly, man. I was
fucking do the Cupid shuffle and a fucking.
I'm gonna be wobbling and bunny hopping, and it was
fucking break your ankle going to the left.
Exactly, oh man, so I would not be walking out. So
that's funny. I always wanted to be I always wanted to be the DJ at a skating rink. I always thought that would be a pretty easy gig. Because a lot of it is you just play the music and then you just go, all right, only people who can skate backwards now. That's the only time you gotta get on the mic is when you switch that up. Anyways.
Yeah, we switch it up. Yeah. It's always funny because DJs at the skating rink, they're always like, all right, clear the floor. We're about to have the races.
Yeah. They're just they don't want to be there, but I feel like you give me that job now, if it pays well enough, I'd enjoy it. But
I mean,
I would take it way too serious. I would be going strong with a big DJ personality.
Be like a radio DJ at this
right?
time, something like that. All right, skater number 9, you come in with a free nachos. Skater number 9,
right? Oh yeah, I would definitely have races like that. If you want, it's we're gonna do 10 laps. First one to win gets a free nacho. First, stuff like that.
I'd be trying to give away shit that you can't even I don't have no voting to give away. You get a free membership.
I'll be doing interviews with skaters. All right, you come on into the booth. We got an exclusive interview.
Right.
With Johnny. It's his 13th birthday. Johnny, what's up? What's up?
Exactly.
Johnny, what you get? You got a cookie cake or you got a sheet cake? I got a cookie cake. Johnny, you gonna dominate laser tag tonight? Oh yeah.
Right.
It'd be a good time, man. Hey, if you get a roller rink and you need a DJ, hire us, man. We'll make it work.
We will pull up to your skating rink, man. It'll be a good time.
That's hilarious. So you never even got to the point for putting together a crew to jam skate.
No, I never got the crew. I never really got the jam. I just lived the dream. I lived vicariously. So I would just watch YouTube videos all day of jam skaters. And
who's pretty good at that? A comedian who's good at skating, jam skating, I guess, was Kyle Smith. Have you ever seen him skate?
Oh yeah. He I remember that. As a matter of fact, I want to say I was in New Orleans, and I think he might have skated to a mic or a show or something like that.
Yeah.
He had his skates on.
Yeah, man. He was out here in LA with me for a little bit, and we went to he's like, yeah, you want to come to the skating rink with me, Jeff? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I show up, and he's hitting all these like backward spins and this and that. I'm just like, all right, man, I'm gonna just go hang on to the wall over here. Like, I didn't know you were coming to flex on me.
Right. All right. All right, Sweetwater,
right? For those that don't know, by the way, Kyle Smith, another hilarious comedian based out of New Orleans, maybe Houston. I don't even know where he's at.
I want to say I think he's in Houston now. I know he's from New Orleans area. I think he's in Houston now. He got engaged recently.
Shaking and moving. I did. Yeah, I saw that. Congrats to Kyle. But all right. So anything horrible? Any like horrible experience with the skates that happened to you, or you were just like you just kind of knew after 2 sessions like this ain't.
Yeah, I knew after 2 sessions like this wasn't it for me. Like I was just like I don't even know where those skates are at. Like I'll be honest with you. I have no recollection of what I did with them. There was just one of the situations where like I think I bit off more than I could chew.
Yeah.
And I just realized, like, yeah, this shit, I'm trash at this. Like, I'm just trash. And so that ended my jam skating career. I think it lasted all of like a few weeks.
Yeah.
But I again, like, I still live vicariously. So.
Yeah. They got I dated a girl who was into roller derby. She was like a roller derby athlete or whatever. Which I guess is a female-dominated sport. I think there's only like female leagues. I don't think it's which is like you can't complain about. What am I going to say? Hey, make room for us. It's like every other sport,
Hey, me too.
It's like all right, we got we have almost we virtually have every other sport.
We got every other sport ever. I think we can not.
That's an intense sport though. Roller skating, you gotta be in pretty good shape to do it for a long time. The cardio on that's pretty intense.
Yeah, cardio.
That's coming from Aqua Fresca, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly cardio. Fucking
you gotta have cardio and lower extremity strength. Your legs and stuff like that. So definitely. I get it.
All right. Well, yeah. So I'm trying to think, like, who was the best jam skater out there? Was it Bow Wow? Didn't he?
I don't know. There was this one dude. I can't think of his name, but he had a sponsorship with Vanilla. And Vanilla, for those who don't know, that's like a brand of jam skates and stuff like that. Vanilla, and there's like Linguino is another one, I think. K2, another like brand of skate. And he was like a brand ambassador for Vanilla. And then there was this other guy. He had a weird name. He was I don't know, it's like like Messiah or something like that. Some weird name.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Vanilla, Rebel, Moxie, Beach Bunny. I'm looking up some names now.
Yeah. So they for the most part, like those like the two main guys that like I kind of would watch and stuff like that and watch battles on. But they would like legit have like you got served battles where they would play like, okay, we're gonna play this house music and y'all about to just freestyle this shit. And somebody come up and then they'll call someone out and spin around and then they'll back up and that person
you were like out. I'm gonna be the best of this. Now that was never on ESPN though. I don't think they never.
It wasn't.
The pool seemed like a more attainable career life than the jam skating. But hey, I don't know. Maybe not though. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's hilarious. Any other ventures?
Yeah, there was. So I wanted to. This is embarrassing. I wanted to get good at bowling. I wanted to be
bowling.
I wanted to be that guy.
That's not that embarrassing.
I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the guy that was bowling that would walk into Don Carter's like suitcase and have like a shirt and just getting turkeys all the time and bowling like 260, 270 plus every game. That was. And again, we will go like weekly, and I think bowling was probably, had I like taken it seriously, I probably would have gotten better at it.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't consistent.
My dad was big into bowling. I think like anyone's dad is into bowling. It was probably that era of when bowling came up. It's also just seems like a very dad sport, you know?
It seems
it's
like you don't need to be in shape.
Yeah, you don't have to be really athletic. It's like darts or any other like kind of bar game. So you drink and you bowl. What's not to love about bowling? Yeah, it's not a bad goal, professional bowling. I worked at a bowling alley for a little bit, not Don Carter's, which is one of Benner's. I worked at Quarters, which was a newer one. And
it's still there.
It's still there. And the guy who did the maintenance on the alley, his name was Jason, I believe. He was like a professional, like a retired professional bowler who probably, I think, pretty positively sure he had a pain pill addiction. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But even on those, you could still bowl pretty good. But he used to hustle everyone's money. He would just play games and hustle your money. If you worked there, he'd be like in between, like during dead times, hey, you want to play a game of bowling? $20 says I'll get a 250, 250. He didn't have to beat him. He would just bet on himself and then he'd lose. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, bowling, man, that's a tough one to be professional at, for sure. Have you seen that clip of that guy who like wins the bowling and he goes, who do you think you are? I am. He's like yelling at these kids. This isn't tracking well for the podcast.
That's fun. I gotta check that one out.
I'm gonna put it here. If you're watching it on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. I'll splice it in here, but I'll send it to you. Okay. Anyways, it's hilarious. All right. Yeah. So you weren't good at bowling. Anything happened in bowling that made you realize I need to give this up?
I think what it was like I realized how much it cost.
Yeah.
How much, and I didn't really have the, at the time I didn't really have the funds to, involve myself in bowling the way that it used to be. Like I wasn't ready to join a league. Like I wasn't ready to join a team or anything like that. I was just like, I'm gonna get really good at bowling, but when you're bowling with like house balls and house shoes,
Did anyone around you growing up make fun of you for trying to do bowling, jam skating, or pool? They're just like, there's Will, fucking.
I had one of my homeboys I grew up with. He was just like, what are you doing now? You know what I'm saying? Now what? And so that's why it's so funny, like how I feel in the comedy, because like even comedy, like. It wasn't something that I was like, oh, this is my calling, this is my destiny. Like, it was just one of those situations where I had, and everything I've tried is like the first thing I had kind of like an immediate gratification, an immediate success where like, hey, people laugh, even though I suck, like people laugh. So it was welcoming. So I'm like, okay, keep on this train.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure even if you suck at jam skating, we're all gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess the point there is you're not supposed to laugh. So
yeah. But I guess one of the situations where it's like, even like if my first set would have been like horrible, or my first set was just like straight trash or something, I'm like, well, comedy ain't for me. Let's go try to do something else. Let me go. Yeah. Be a bodybuilder, I was just like do something else.
So, well, you're into paintball now too, right? Aren't you super into paintball?
Yeah, I am hella deep into paintball,
like competitively and whatnot.
Yeah, like in fact, I know that
you're taking the niche stuff. You take the niche things and you just go all in. I love it.
I do, but like I fell into paintball, and I don't know. It's not the worst. I'm actually I'm pretty decent at it.
Pretty good at it. All right, so not the worst at paintball.
I'm not the worst at paintball, but I will say it took a while to get there. I didn't have.
Was there a time you just got lit up in paintball?
Oh yeah. I mean, even to this day, like even to this day, there's still. I'm just getting like some kid at a birthday party
just runs up on you,
comes around the tree and just like unloads and it's like, oh crap.
I love that. Are they building a paintball arena in Baton Rouge? I thought I saw you post something like that, or
yeah. So like they had a situation where the owners they had one in Walker.
Okay.
And not to get into too much.
Yeah, you don't have to get too meat potatoes.
I don't have, as many details. You probably just kind of Google the situation or anything. But for the most part, paintball field was like in somebody's like yard. Not necessarily somebody's yard, but like the area was like behind someone's house.
Yeah. They're like waking up in the morning to paintballs hitting their back window.
Like, and people be out there like, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, like on a Saturday and Sunday, and they're just like, you just hear balls and wall.
Yeah.
And I think like neighbors started kind of complaining about it, and then they got their councilman involved. The council kind of questioned permits and all this other stuff. And I mean, just things happen, so they end up having to shut down.
Yeah.
And they've been shut down for about a year and some change. And like, I mean, for a while, when the pandemic hit, like they kind of opened. Like they were like they closed like a couple months, but I mean May 2020 and June 2020, I mean it was just wide open. Like they were, hey,
I mean it's outdoors. Yeah, why not?
Outdoors.
You can only shoot. You have to shoot someone 6 feet away, anyways.
Exactly. Like everyone had on masks, so
there you go.
You wore a face mask. So for the most part, so for the most part, like they were open, and that was like at that time, if you wanted to do something, like that was really the only thing you could do. So they really flourished during the pandemic, and they just got shut down. So but they're rebuilding in another area of Baton Rouge, like kind of in the central area, like in Joro, in that area. So hopefully, they become successful again. We go back after it.
That's cool. That's exciting. Hell yeah. Well, shout out to the paintball. Also, by the way, you're like the Freddie Gibbs of podcasting right now. You ever seen that freestyle Freddie Gibbs does where he's holding his baby? He's like freestyle. It's funny too because he's like holding the baby and the baby's like, because he's getting into it. Like, the baby's just kind of like,
whatever. That's funny. That's hilarious.
That's you right now. Pulling a Freddie Gibbs on the podcast. Anyways, all right, so the worst at pool, the worst at jam skate, and the worst at bowling.
There was something else I did too. Like I honest with you, bro. Like I've tried so much shit. Like,
I think that's like I think a lot of comedians. That's why I like doing this podcast. I think comedians, they're not scared to try stuff. You get up there, you're not scared to fail. So you're not, that's how you learn to be good at comedy. So it's like, it's fun to go try things. I'm not scared of being embarrassed. I'm okay with people laughing at me. So it's like you fail at things and it's okay. It's fun to laugh at it.
Yeah. I got one more, and I think
no worries.
No one else knows about this. So I was that guy, and I tried to be a rapper too.
Oh no! Me too, Will. Me too.
You released an album though. Like you released an album.
I mean, mine was always like based in comedy, but let's be honest, it wasn't that good.
I mean,
but did you have a rap name?
Gates,
I did open up. Don't take that credit away from me, people.
I mean, you opened up for Gates, man. You opened up for
Kevin Gates
and Young Ready. So
Young Ready, R.I.P. Mr. Kane.
Mr. Kane.
Do I want to be associated with him? I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. Like,
but anyway, shout out. Chanel boys. We were racketeering before Young Thug. Anyways, hell yeah. Did you have a rap name? What's going on?
I did. I had a rap name. My rap name was Will the Conqueror.
Will the Conqueror, like Bert the Conqueror.
Will the Conqueror. That was mine.
Will the Conqueror, dude. That's a hard name.
Yeah.
What was your influence? What was your style?
I had I wanted to rap. So this is around I was like 18, 19. So this is around like 02, 03-ish.
Okay.
So this is kind of like that whole Dipset era was big.
Got it.
Fabulous was big. So my style kind of emulated them.
Yeah.
So it was it was just I was saying a bunch of shit, but just
Cameron featuring Will the Conqueror. I can see it now.
Exactly, man. That was me. And I used to battle rap online.
Oh shit. Oh, do you remember Nick Pose? Nick Pose?
Yeah,
Nick Pose. He still does battle rap, I think.
He still does battle rap
in Detroit. But he used to do comedy down in Baton Rouge.
I know, man. Shout out to Impose, man. Like he got some singles out there right now. When the Jones hits you and Big Dipper. So
yeah, he's
man,
doing good. He's doing good. Anyways, shout out to Impose.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you were you were trying to be Will the Conqueror.
I was Will the Conqueror. I was battle rapping online.
Yeah.
And I wrote like I had this thing called Fruity Loops.
I know Fruity Loops.
Yeah, Fruity Loops. So Fruity Loops, I had like the music synthesizer Fruity Loops on my computer.
Yeah.
So I would like make beats.
Yeah.
And then I would like write to the beats, but I had no way to record it. So I just had like this book. So I had like this book, and I would like write down my lyrics, type up my lyrics, and I print out the lyrics of the book, and then I burned the CD of all the beats, and I associated the beats with the book. So it was like this. It was this book, so that was like my album.
Beat was page 5.
Like page 5 so I'm like, track 1, this is page 1. Track 2, page 3. You know,
I gotcha.
So yeah, man, and I found I was in I ain't gonna lie. So during that period, I was kind of like in like this weird purgatory of life where I really didn't know what the hell I was trying to do with my life.
Yeah, you're 17, 18. No one does.
Yeah. I had no idea what I was doing in my life. Didn't have a job.
Yeah.
And I was just like, just fuck around on the internet,
and battle rapping, man. Were you winning battles online or were you losing?
I won a few.
But how many did you lose?
I lost a lot.
Once they found out I was into jam skating and pool, it was game over.
Exactly. They was just like, fuck this dude, bro. Fuck this dude. But so we would do these things. It was called so we would type them. So it would be like written. And we were called they named us text seeds. So because we would text type up our bars. So a lot of the times I would come up with different rhyme schemes and different punchlines and all this shit. And it was some real hardcore 8 Mile shit, And,
yeah. But I mean that helps to the comedy writing too. Because a good punchline in rap is still a good punchline comedy. I mean, you look at fucking Lil Wayne's the king of punchlines. He's great he could probably be a good comedian if he tried. Maybe. Maybe early days. Now I don't know if he can.
I don't know. But T.I. did it. So.
Did he though? Did he? Anyways, I mean he's trying to do it. Yeah, I always was wondering. I think I had that discussion with someone that who would be the funniest, who would be the best stand-up comedian rapper? If a rapper started doing stand-up other than T.I., who would be the best at it?
Me, I would say Plies.
Plies? You think Plies would be good?
I think Plies. Matter of fact, I think Plies is the type where I would open up for Plies. If he would be I'm about to do comedy and I'm about to go on a comedy tour. I'd be like, hey, Plies, I will be your feature, bro. I would. I just think that he's one of those guys where it's he says funny shit, but he's not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But it comes out as being funny, so I feel like
I think hometown hero, if that's what you want to call him, Lil Boosie would be good at stand up because he's just unfiltered. He doesn't give a shit. I think he'd be and I don't know if you can cancel him. I mean, people have tried. But he's definitely cancel Lil Bull or whatever you call it.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. One of the funny videos, it was a recent video Lil Boosie had, and it was just random, they were in Jamaica or some shit like that. They were on vacation, and his mom comes out, he's like, "Ooh, mama, he got them cheeks out." He just kept telling his mama, "Ooh, mama got them cheeks out."
That's what I'm saying. He used to be my favorite comedian. I used to tell people that he was my favorite comedian, and when I was 19, 20, because I thought he would say the funniest stuff in his raps, just I don't think it was ever intentional. It was a thing, that song. One song was jump out of trash cans, hit him up, and I'm just who the fuck is jumping out of trash cans, Lil Boosie? No one's hiding in the trash can waiting to get somebody.
Exactly.
I always thought it was funny, but anyways, all right. Wow. Okay, so that's That's funny because I had a question for you at the end.
Okay.
Wait, before I do that, can you remember any of the raps that you had? Like did you ever make like a? I know you never recorded it, but did you have like a whole song, like a hook or anything? I want to know what Will the Conqueror was coming with.
All right, let me see if I can remember one. Okay, hold on. All right, I remember I had this on my profile online. I had like this phrase I could say, and it was it was like I opened doors. Wait, I open doors that are regulated with key styles. My potent flows leaves my paper tucked in neat piles or something like that. It was something stupid like that.
You gotta dumb it down, man. You got Lupe Fiasco, dumb it down. What are we doing?
I know. Like
you coming out here trying to do too heavy wordplay. You know they need hits. Exactly. You gotta water it down for the club.
Yeah, my shit.
I just ended with I open doors. That should have been it. Just I open doors.
Yeah, I open doors. My shit was top tier, man. Like I had I don't know. Okay, so I had this one song that I wrote, and I think it was better recognize and let me through. Better open in eyes before I shoot. I can kill you with both hands and defeat men in both lands because you know the name. Will the Conqueror. But that was
all right.
That
he
was
added the scratching.
I had to scratch like this, so I like in my mouth thinking the scratch like. So yeah.
That's awesome. All right, hell yeah, Will the Conqueror. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but all right, well, real quick before we get out of here, a game I play with everyone at the end of the show, I like to call Who's the Worst? And I swear I wrote this down before you even told me about your young aspiring rap career. Was my question for you is who do you think the worst Louisiana rapper is? Who's the worst Louisiana rapper?
The worst Louisiana rapper?
Yeah.
Man, the kids gonna hate me. But I'm gonna have to say Rob 49.
Who? I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe I've been out of the scene for too long. Rob 49.
Rob 49 is like a new rapper that just came out. He's from New Orleans. He got like the song called Vulture Island.
Oh, my coworker just went and saw him out here in LA. He was like, I went to go see a New Orleans rapper, and I was like, who? He was like, Rob 49. I was like, I never heard of that dude. He goes, he's
like brand new.
Is he like NBA YoungBoy type rap? Just kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, cause he sounds older. Like he doesn't sound like young boy. Like he sounds like maybe in his 30s.
NBA old boy.
Yeah, I was saying NBA old boy. But that's one of the guys I'm like, man, that dude's trash. But if I was like take it like old school, I'm gonna have to say like B-Lo.
B-Lo, yeah, it's too much
heroin. I think B-Lo wasn't really that.
Was it B-Lo on her? No, not B-Lo. I'm thinking of someone else. B-Lo was what? Who was B-Lo? B-Lo was he was like Mr. Magic and them, like I smoke, I drink.
He ran with like Lil Josh Lawrence, like
Lil Josh.
During that Jig era, you know.
The Jig era.
Ball of group music or something like that was it.
I got you.
Him and I think if I'm not mistaken, somebody may have to correct me on this, but I want to say like I think Turk and or Mel shot him. And that's why Turk and Mel was in the jail.
Yeah, it was like it was over like some bootleg music controversy.
Yeah, like like bootlegging some Trill fan music, but before they were Trill fan, like between that. I think they just became like signed with Trill and had that Trill extension and shit like that.
Yeah, Ballin' Entertainment. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, Ballin' Entertainment. Yeah, I think B-Lo like is not that.
He was the one that he had the Do It Big or.
No, that was Mr. Magic. And
that was Mr. Magic. No, that wasn't Do It Big. Yeah. What did he have then? Fuck.
He had
Now. It was like his big hit. Oh, Now and Later. Now and Later is B-Lo. I thought that was Lil Josh. It's whatever.
Lil Joshua on it, but B-Lo was on it too.
Yeah, it's whatever. That's what it was.
Like,
that's the biggest one he had for sure.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I used to love that song.
Yeah, me too. I actually found that song recently.
Anyways, all right. I remember R.I.P. B-Lo. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I probably agree with you. I don't really have an opinion on it's probably me if I had to pick who the worst Louisiana rapper is.
Bars.
No, there's definitely some worse out there that are just not like known in the underground scene, if you will. Anyways, all right, cool, man. Well, yeah, that's it. That wraps it up for this week's episode of I'm the Worst. Yeah, man, thank you. You might be the worst at being a pool shark or a jam dancer or rapper or bowler, but you're a good podcast guest. The Freddie Gibbs a podcast guest. I'll say it again.
Thank you.
And a great comedian, a solid friend. And thanks for coming on the podcast. Look forward to see you at the patio show. And for those that are listening to it now, man, that show was crazy. I can't believe so many drugs, so many free drugs.
So much, man.
The cops were giving it to us. They were like, "It's cool."
Yeah, they was like, just take it.
Yeah, it was a good time. Anyways, that's all for this week's I'm the Worst. I'll see you guys next week. We're out.